Guess who's back? Back again. Flash is back. Tell a friend. Yes! Tell everybody. Tell them all. I'm back with a vengeance. I don't know what my vengeance is, but I'm back. I'm back on YouTube, baby. It's been too long. My last video, I was looking at it all in the last few days, was the Gareth Southgate departure. So that was a month ago. So this is the first one in a month. And I'm really pleased to be back. Obviously, I'm a young dad. I've got kids to look after. It's the summer holidays, as everyone knows. My time for doing content has been disrupted. But it is what it is. That's life. We get on with it. I'm pleased to be here tonight. And I've already worked out that I probably haven't got sufficient lighting. It's getting darker, as you can see. Maybe if I sway that way a bit. Yeah, you can actually see the screen in the background as well. I might shift my arse over there, actually. Yeah, best lighting. I was too busy sorting out the kids. I could have had a load of stuff sorted. Assume positions, folks. We're about to start again. Although I'm not doing Guess Who's Back again all over again. Bastard. Move the table. YouTube amateur, baby. Right. And my next thing I was going to do, I was floating between Guess Who's Back again, a load of back in town songs and all that. But the way I really wanted to start this video was, we're going to win the league. We're going to win the league. I'll get round to talking about Manchester United shortly. But we all have it, don't we, as football fans? We have this hope and optimism going into a new season. It's exciting. It's building. Right now, in 24 hours' time, we will be at half-time in the very first game of the Premier League season. And it's between the mighty United and Fulham. So, excuse me, itchy nose. Nice surprise or argument. Bit of a split 50-50 on that one in this household. I've always believed it's a nice surprise for getting itchy nose. Apparently, it means an argument's on the way. Is an argument a nice surprise? That's the element to it. Here we are, folks. Now, I'm just debating. Do I talk about United first, or do I get straight into chatting about my predictions for the season for all the teams in the Premier League, and also who I think is going to win the Champions League, FA Cup, and Europa League and Carabao Cup? What I'm going to do quickly first is head on over to FlashTalks. And do a live. This will be interesting. 3, 2, 1, on. Live on Facebook and live on YouTube. Hello all. Come and join me over on YouTube here. I shared it to my Facebook earlier on. Check my latest Facebook post. Come on over if you're excited for the start of this season's Premier League. Come on, we're here to talk about it now. If you can't join me live, please watch it back and comment below and like the video. Let me know what you think. and your own predictions for the Premier League season, because I'm making this video now and I want to see when the season ends what I actually got right, what I got wrong, and what a load of shite I was talking. So, yeah, folks, if you can, come on over to YouTube Live right now, discussing all things Premier League. The start of the season is less than 24 hours away now, baby. Let's do this. Thanks all. I'll see you over there. There we go. Quick live done for Facebook. And I've not done one of those in a while. I'm hoping I picked up on people wanting to come and join. I'm not sure if they did, but anyway, that's what this amateur stuff is all about. I haven't got that cult following. I've not got my hundreds and thousands of subscribers. One day maybe. At the moment, I'm happy with you guys that have subscribed, and please spread the word. It'd be great to get this thing rumbling and rolling. It's quite weird actually, because I've left my phone to the side and I can see myself chatting back. So I'm going to shut my phone because that's distracting. Okay, I'm going to talk Premier League predictions first, because I think that's the overall exciting picture, and then I'll come on to United. So let's start at the top. Come May of next year, the Premier League champions will be big goal City. Boring. Yeah. Manchester City will win a record 5th in a row Premier League title come May. Sorry, but I'm sure most other YouTubers, most other pundits around the sport will be saying exactly the same. I cannot see anybody being able to stop them. But hopefully it's the last one with Pep, which they may then fall off a cliff. We obviously know about 115. I see other channels doing videos about it. I don't really want to do it because I don't want to give them the time of the day, unless, of course, they get found guilty at Christmas. And then I will do a video about it, probably stupidly celebrating. But, you know, if you're guilty, you're guilty. And what I think should happen with them is they get chucked out of the league. So that would flip it completely on its head. They wouldn't be Premier League champions, because if they were found guilty at Christmas, I'm talking about now, so I wasn't going to, but I am. If they were found guilty, I think they should have their points deducted, thrown out of the league, there and then. And that would probably mean only 2 other teams would go down this season. So that would be great hope for those fighting out at the bottom. But as it stands, boring City will be finishing as champions. Although some people say that because they beat us in the Community Shield, I thought we played quite well in that game actually. See someone's watching. Please get in the comments. Let's get communicating. Thank you for joining. And yeah, they're bloody boring. And United played quite well in the Community Shield. And of course, penalty shootout. I'm going to go one way or the other. And boring City. That's what I can say. It's probably going to be Pep's final season. So hopefully it'll be the start of the end of the domination. But who knows? If they get found not guilty in this trial, then they could just be untouchable for many more years to come. But there we go. Moving on from them, Who's going to be the runners-up in this season's Premier League? And yes, I am predicting every single place in the table. I really should put money on this, but there's some here that might surprise. So you're going to have some that I see will be a flop this season, and some will be a surprise package. My first surprise package, they shouldn't be a surprise package, but runners up this season will be Liverpool. Yep, I hate to say it, but I don't think they're going to struggle as much as a lot of people think now that Klopp's gone. I think Slot looks like a fairly decent manager, and already the players seem to be connecting with a style of play. That's just with pre-season though, from what I've seen, clips on Twitter and fans and blah blah blah. But I would like to see them not do as well as I'm predicting. Obviously, can't stand Liverpool, and actually, goddamn Werner Kay on Radio 2 this morning played "You'll Never Walk Alone," and I just thought, no, I had to stop. That was it. It was gone. Sorry, Vernon. I texted in, many others texted in, saying, please get rid of this. And he said, don't worry, we'll play your club songs as well. Probably never. So, and he's not even a Liverpool fan. On to third place. Who will be coming third? Well, I think it will be last season's runners up, Arsenal. I think they'll just fall again, but still be a great team. That's just the nearly team. They nearly get the job done. Could be the same. Is Arteta the nearly man? Is it never going to happen for him? Or is there going to be a trophy for them this season? Stay tuned to my predictions. Maybe they are. Maybe they won't. Flash Talks. Remember, you hear it here first with Flash Talks. Fourth place for me, and this is the only one on this prediction I actually swapped over, is going to be got the United bit right. Not Manchester United. I think we're just going to fall short of fourth. Newcastle United. I've just got a feeling they're going to have a cheeky something about them this season. I know that two key figures in the boardroom have gone. That's either going to go one way or the other for them. It's either going to see them deteriorate or things are suddenly going to really hit for them. And, at some point you'd expect Newcastle to start being a regular top 4 team. So I can see Newcastle getting fourth. And yeah, and that would mean Eddie Howe would probably stay, actually. A lot of talk about him getting the England job, but if he achieves that and more Champions League football, I think he'd stay. It's just water tonight. It'll be pint tomorrow night for football. Fifth place, so just missing out on Champions League football, or will they, depending on England's overall performance in the Champions League and Europe as a whole this season, will be Manchester United. I finally got there. Yes, we will be finishing fifth, I think. And it could be the end for Mr. Ten Hag. I hope it isn't. I really hope it isn't. I am a Ten Hag-inner. I'm not a Wally that's calling for his head. We've got to stick by him, stick with the patience. And they're buying players that, I'll talk about that in a bit, they're buying players that are suiting him. So it's not like the new board are thinking complete opposite to him. So, let's see how this goes. I'll get into United a bit more in a bit. My sixth place finish, so that'll be Europa League football, is Europa Conference? I don't know how it works, actually. Outside top 4. Most people aren't that bothered, are they? It's going to be Chelsea. Yeah, Chelsea. I think there's got to be a lot of pressure on them to finish in the top 4 this season for the boatload of money they've spent in the last couple of years. Is it finally going to pay off and get top 4 football? I don't think it will. And this manager they've brought in, I think he'll be gone by Christmas. Chelsea it was under Abramovich, but it's even worse under Bowley. It's just a continuous rotation of managers, and it ain't going to stop. And the players are there's too many players. You see all the memes and stuff online. It's just not going to work for me. They might surprise, but I can't see it happening. Sorry to Chelsea fans watching. Then this is where my swap came in. I originally put this team for 4th place. Then I realised, it probably isn't going to happen. 7th place is going to be Aston Villa. I think the Champions League for them this season is amazing for them, but I think ultimately it will be a distraction for them as well. Unless they get in some more signings, I think it will become too much for them, depending on how far they go in the tournament. Obviously, it's a new format, so it's even longer. But yeah, I think Aston Villa will miss out on probably qualifying for Europe at all for next season. Again, they might surprise. Let's see. Sorry to any Villa fans watching, but I'm sure they're going to have a ride anyway this season in Champions League. They're going to be buzzing for it. Absolutely buzzing. Hello to the next person watching. Get in the comments. Let me know what you think, what your predictions are for the season. What's going to be the surprise package? What's going to be the fall off the cliff? Which team are going to be shocking? And spoiler alert for what's coming up. My 3 teams going down. It might not be the ones you think. Stay tuned. And next place down is 8th. That will be Tottenham Hotspur. Yes, the Spursies. I mean, the less we talk about them, the better. But Big Ange. I quite like him, but I think he's at the wrong club. They're just a club that's never going to do anything, are they? So, sorry to Spurs fans watching again. I'm going to have to apologise to all clubs probably. But not for me. Not happening. Sorry, but I think they're just a club that doesn't go anywhere. And 9th place this will be my surprise package for the season. I actually saw them in a pre-season game, and they didn't have the full squad at one of my local teams, Crawley Town. Pre-season friendly, and it finished 6-3, I think it was. Yeah, 9 goals. 6-3 to Palace. And I can see them doing quite a lot this season. I think they'll get some decent results against the bigger teams. And I think they were exciting to watch against Crawley. But overall in the Premier League, they could be impressive. So, and good luck to them. First team I haven't got to apologise to. My next one is actually another surprise package. They've been struggling for the last few years. They've had points deductions. They've had a lot of bullshit going to them. I've always respected this football club, and I think finally they're going to wake up and finish in the top half. It's going to be Everton. Everton Football Club will finish 10th for me. I don't know what it is. I just think there's something written in the stars for them to finally get going and get back to being a decent Premier League team rather than a struggling Premier League team. 11th is Manchester United's opponents for tomorrow night. Fulham will be finishing 11th this season, in my opinion. I I think they've got a fairly decent squad and a good style of football, which is probably going to help them pick up significant points against teams down the bottom half of the table. May even throw in a few surprise packages against the upper tier. My son's just looked at me rather oddly. What are you doing? Why are you back to YouTube? But yeah, so you make me laugh. I do miss you. I'm glad my flash talks makes people laugh. I know I don't take myself too much. Don't take myself too seriously. But thanks for watching. Glad you enjoyed. 12th place. Another. We got Palace as a surprise package. We had Everton as a surprise package. You could say Fulham was surprised, but I think they were there or thereabouts last season. I can't remember where they finished. 12th place this season will be newly promoted Ipswich Town. There you have it. I think Kieran McKenna's boys have got it in them to stabilise themselves in the Prem. Probably will struggle at times, but because you can see the point sometimes between 18th place and 11th, 12th. Ain't that much. And all those teams are scrapping with each other. But if they can go and finish 12th, that'd be absolute thrilling for their fan base. 13th will be Nottingham Forest. I think, again, they're going to be one of those teams that are going to struggle. But I can see them staying in the league. And good for them, you know. I'm getting on to some teams here where I'm not apologising, finally. But I feel like I'm dropping down the table, so it's going to get quite apologetic again. If any of